Hi dear class 10 students, I hope you all are studying well. So today we are going to start the second lecture of this chapter, Human Eye and the Colorful World. Okay guys, I hope you have watched our first lecture where we completed Structure of Human Eye and Power of Accommodation. So today we are going to discuss defects of vision and their correction. Alright, now see, for normal eye, the image is formed on the retina. So normal light image to hodai retinat form hoy. Kintu defect hoka eyesot image to retinat form no hoy. Ketiaba amar sokur power of accommodation to gradually komi jay. Aru tenekwa conditionot objects pur ami distinctly aru comfortably dekha nepao. Because the vision becomes blurred due to the refractive defects of the eye. Etia soa tinta common eye defects ase. So first one is myopia or nearsightedness, second one is hypermetropia or farsightedness, and last one is presbyopia. Okay, so now let us discuss these defects and their correction. So let us see myopia. Etia soa myopiak nearsightedness buliu koa hoy. So myopic eyed nearby objects pur clearly dekha pai. Kintu durat thoka objects ba distant objects pur distinctly dekha napai. So a person with myopia, they can see nearby objects clearly, but they cannot see distant objects distinctly. Am I clear guys? Alright. Etia soa ami janu je normal light image to hodai retinat form hoy. Right? But let us see what happens in case of defected eyes. Well, this myopia, this defect may arise due to the elongation of the eyeball. Etia soa amar eyeball to jodi elongate hoy tetia ei myopia defect to arise hobo pare. Okay, now see, the light rays from a distant object arriving at the eye lens get converged at a point in front of the retina. Etia tumaluke diagram to choa. So defected eyes ot jetia distant object or pra light rays bur ahi eye lens ot humai tetia he light rays bur retinar front or eta point ot converge hoy, as you can see here. Okay guys, now tell me how this defect can be corrected. Yes, this defect can be corrected by using a concave lens of appropriate focal length. So a defect to correct koribor karone ekhon concave ba diverging lens use koribo laibo of appropriate focal length. Etia soa a concave lens kon use korar pisot a object or image to retinat form hoise. Okay guys, I hope you all understood. Now see, as I already mentioned you earlier, so in case of myopia, the nearby objects are clear, right? But the faraway objects are unclear. So don't get confused between this. Hodai monot rakhiba, myopiat usor bostubur clearly dekha pai, kintu durot thoka bostubur unclear hoy. Thik ase? Etia soa diagram tut, so far point thoka object to image to retinate form hoise. Etia ei far point to hoise at a maximum distance jontu object amar sokue clearly dekha pai without any stress. Kintu myopic eye ki hoy soa, so distant object or pra oha light rays bur converge hoy retinar front or eta point ot converge hoise, as you can see here. Now see, this defect may arise due to elongation of the eyeball and excessive curvature of the cornea and eye lens. So amar jodi eyeball to elongate hoi jay ba cornea aru eye lens khon jodi besike curve hoy tetia ei myopia defect to arise hobo pare. So tumaluke ei duta point monot rakhiba, thik ase? Exam ot hoitu ahibo pare. Etia soa ei myopia to correct koribor karone ami concave lens use koribo lagibo, right? Of appropriate focal length, and the power of the lens is negative. Okay guys, we are almost done with this myopia. So tumalukor jodi kiba doubt thake comment ot hudiba. Aru eta important point, tumalukor exam ot hoitu myopic eye aru correction diagram to draw koribole ahibo pare. So practice it properly. These two diagrams, okay? Alright, now next let us see hypermetropia. So this hypermetropia, it is also known as farsightedness. So a hypermetropia to myopia ulta, karon ইয়াত distant objects bur clearly dekha pai, kintu nearby objectsবোৰ distinctly দেখা নাপায়। So a person with hypermetropia, they can see distant objects clearly, but they cannot see nearby objects distinctly. So hypermetropia এটা personৰ যোনটো near point, সেই near point টো normal near point তকে দূৰত থাকে। এতিয়া আমি জানো যে normal near point টো হৈছে 25 cm, right? So hypermetropia হলে এই near point টো 25 cm distance তকে দূৰত থাকিব। So hypermetropia patient এজনে তেওঁ চকুৰ পৰা 25 cm তকে দূৰত ৰাখিলেহে reading material টো comfortably read কৰিব পাৰে। Now as you can see here, in normal eye, the image is formed on the retina. Now see here how this defect may arise. So this defect may arise due to the shortening of the eyeball. So amar eyeball to jodi short hoi jay, tetia ei hypermetropia to arise hobo pare. Alright, now see the light rays from a nearby object arriving at the eye lens get converged at a point behind the retina. Okay students, tumaluke etia diagram to chua. So defected eyes ot jetia a nearby object or pra light rays bur ahi eye lens khonot humaise, tetia he light rays bur a retina khonor back side eta point ot goi converge hoise. Can you see here? So these light rays, they focused at a point behind the retina. Now let us see how this defect can be corrected. So this defect can be corrected by using a convex lens of appropriate focal length. So a hypermetropia to correct koribor karone ekhon convex lens use koribo lagibo of appropriate focal length. So etia swa a convex lens kon use korar pisot a objector image to retina form hoise. Etia tumaluke eta point monot rakhiba, hypermetropia far away objects are clear, but nearby objects are unclear, or you can say they are not so distinct. Okay guys, next etia tumaluke a near pointer image to swa. So normal light near pointer thoka object or junto image, hey image to retina form hoy, as you can see here. Now we know that in hypermetropia, the light rays from a nearby object arriving at the eye lens get converged at a point behind the retina. Etia tumaluke hypermetropic eye ray diagram to chua. So a nearby object or pra ulwa light rays bur amar eye lens ot arrive hoar pisot retina back side or eta point ot goi converge hoise, as you can see here. So exam ot a hypermetropic eye ray diagram to draw koribole dibo pare. So practice it properly. Okay, now see this defect may arise due to eyeball gets flattened and the curvature of the cornea and the eye lens decreases. So eyeball to jodi flatten ba short hoy aru cornea aru eye lens or curvature to jodi decrease hoy, tetia hypermetropia to arise hobo pare. Am I clear? Etia next swa a hypermetropia to correct koribole hole ami ekhon convex lens use korim of appropriate focal length. So as you can see here, by using a convex lens of appropriate focal length, the image of the object is formed on the retina, and the power of the lens is positive. Okay guys, so don't forget to practice this correction ray diagram of hypermetropic eye. Am I clear? So guys, we have completed this hypermetropia and I hope you all understood. Okay students, etia last eye defect to swa presbyopia. So presbyopia took oldest hypermetropia buliu kwa hoy. So age war loge loge amar sokur power of accommodation to usually komi jay. And for most people, the near point gradually recedes away. Okay? And thus they find it difficult to see nearby objects comfortably and distinctly. But they can see far away objects clearly. Etia tumaluke a point to monot rakhiba. Presbyopia durot thoka objects bur clearly dekha pai, kintu usor thoka objects bur unclear. I hope you all understood. Alright. Etia swa a defect to hoise eta oldest defect. So basically above 40 years. Okay, now see, muscles near the lens lose their ability to change the focal length and near point shifts farther from eye. So a defect to arise hoy jetia amar ciliary muscles to weak hoi jay. So ciliary muscles weak hoar loge loge eye lens konor flexibility to komi jay. and the muscles lose their ability to change the focal length. Okay guys, etia next soa juntu normal near point he near point to hoise 25 cm, right? Kintu a defect to hole near point to amar sokur pora 25 cm ke durot shift hoi jay aru he karne ami usor thoka objects bur distinctly dekha na pau. Am I clear everyone? Etia soa a defect to correct koribole hole আমি এখন convex lens use কৰিব লাগিব of suitable focal length. Okay, as you can see here, by using a convex lens of appropriate focal length, this defect can be corrected. Alright guys, now see, some people they develop a combination of myopia and hypermetropia in which they are not able to see near as well as far away objects clearly. So কিছুমান মানুহৰ তাত দুটা eye defect develop হ'ব পাৰে, myopia আৰু hypermetropia, য'ত তেওঁলোকে ওচৰৰ বস্তু আৰু দূৰৰ বস্তু দুইটাই clearly দেখা নাপায়. And such people they often require bifocal lens. So এখন common typeৰ bifocal lensত both concave আৰু convex lens থাকে. এতিয়া সোৱা myopia to correct কৰিবৰ কাৰণে এই spectacleৰ upper partটোত concave lens use কৰিছে আৰু lower partটোত convex lens use কৰিছে to correct hypermetropia. So the upper portion consists of a concave lens to facilitates distant vision. Clear? And the lower part is a convex lens and it facilitates near vision. I hope you all understood. Alright. Now let us distinguish between myopia and hypermetropia. So in case of myopia, a person can see nearby objects clearly. But in hypermetropia, a person can see faraway objects clearly. So myopic eye hole usor thoka objects bur clearly dekha paয়. Kintu hypermetropic eye hole durot thoka objects bur clearly dekhe. Thik ase? Now see this myopia, it may arise due to the elongation of eyeball. Whereas in case of hypermetropia, this defect arises due to the flattening of eyeball. So myopia to arise hoy jetia amar eyeball to elongate hoi jay aru hypermetropia to arise hoy jetia amar eyeball to flat ba shorten hoy. Now see, in myopia the image of a distant object is formed in front of the retina, whereas in hypermetropia the image of a nearby object is formed behind the retina. So myopic eye distant object or image to retina front at form hoy, kintu hypermetropic eye nearby object or image to retina khonor back side form hoy. Clear everyone? Now see the last one. This defect is corrected by use of a concave lens of suitable focal length. But in case of hypermetropia, this defect is corrected by use of convex lens of suitable focal length. So myopic defect to correct koribole hole ami ekhon concave lens use koribo lagibo of appropriate focal length. Aru hypermetropia to correct koribole hole ekhon convex lens use koribo lagibo of suitable focal length. Okay guys, etia soa tumalukor examot ei myopia aru hypermetropia pra questions ohato sure. So don't get confused between these two. Am I clear everyone? Alright guys, so today in this lecture we completed the eye defects. So I hope there is no doubt, and in case if you have any doubt you can comment. Okay guys, so we are done for this lecture number 2. Thank you.